Talk Radio.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
Fox News Talk 1240.
All the curtain lights. This is it. We'll hit the heights. And oh, what heights we'll hit. On with the show. This is it.
The one and only Mr. Judd Show is on the air here at Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. A beautiful day outside. But right before we get started here, I want to make sure everybody knows this. We have an Amber Alert. And a 16-year-old girl was kidnapped at gunpoint in Chattanooga. In Knoxville. The TBI has issued an East Tennessee Amber Alert for the 16-year-old girl. So just kind of be aware as you're driving around. If you're going up toward Knoxville, be aware there on 75. And I just wanted to pass that along to everyone. What an exciting day it is. You've got Hillary testifying. We have all kind of wonderful stuff going on in Chattanooga. We got the Benghazi hearings. We have VW with an exclusive here on the Mr. Judd Show. And I'd like to thank Russell Stroud, our main news dude here. He is our news director here at Hot News Talk Radio. He has actually we have exclusive audio of Volkswagen, and they're going to be apologizing to Chattanooga and to people in the United States for this whole fiasco. They want to get it behind them, and we're going to get it behind them. We're going to help them do that by getting their message out. November the 2nd, there's a new dawning in Chattanooga, and there's a new dawning here at Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, if you can't be in front of your radio to listen, you need to go to hotnewstalkradio.com. You need to go ahead and download the TuneIn app. Go to Hot News Talk Radio at AM 1240 on there. You need to have your Twitter ready. You need to have your Facebook ready, because you know what? We're on Facebook and Twitter at Hot News Talk Radio. So I want you to get all this ready. You've got a little over a week to be ready, because starting at 7 o'clock here at Hot News Talk Radio, there is a new day, a new dawning, a clash of mighty titans here on Hot News Talk Radio. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. That's all I can say about it right now. McKee plans to expand its Collegedale campus. Wonder why they call plants a campus now. I guess that sounds better. I'm sure they're doing a lot of education there. And they're going to do a $100 million expansion of the Collegedale campus. This is from WDEF. Collegedale's McKee Foods has announced a major expansion of its campus. How about plant? Manufacturing facility. An investment of $102 million. And Hamilton County commissioners are already lining up to be the first to give away some money for the plant. Giving away our tax money. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Hamilton County. The proposal includes 50 good-paying jobs, as opposed to just, 50 not-so-good-paying jobs. But we're glad McKee's here, mainly because I absolutely love Little Debbie's. I mean, just absolutely love them. Just amazing. Just love Little Debbie's. So if they can call it a campus, they can call it a plant, they can call it, I don't care what they call it, as long as they keep manufacturing Little Debbie's. Man, I love those no good. So good. This segment of my show is brought to you by JJS Real Estate. That's correct. JJS Real Estate will help you find a home. They will even do a lease purchase on that home with you. If you're needing to sell your home quickly, you can call JJS Real Estate, and that's 423-618-3980. 423-618-3980. And give those guys a call over there. They'll help you. Even if you just have some questions, maybe you want to get into real estate investing or something like that, JJS will help you out. And we appreciate them being a part of the Mr. Judd Show every day, weekday, from 11 till noon. Now, yesterday, we had Dr. Danielle Mitchell in here during the 11 o'clock hour. Man, does she not have great energy? She brings it. I mean, the doc is in the house and she brings the house with her. Great topics, great knowledge, great energy. So make sure you listen to her every other Wednesday. Of course, we just finished with the David Tulis show and he was rocking the mic, was he not? I mean, rocking. I don't know what they were saying. He said they were dwarfs. I think they were saying he is a war man. And that's what David Tulis is. He is a war man. He is out for war. But that kind of in my head now. I got a little earworm there that all day I'll be humming or whistling that song. But that's good. I like that. I like that. He's bringing it. Okay, so one half of the World Series is set as the Mets beat the Cubs last night 8-3. So they're going to the World Series. Still waiting to see who's going to represent in the American League. The Blue Jays did beat the Royals 3-2 last night. I'm sorry, 7-2, and they own a 3-2 lead. So we'll see what happens tonight. If the Blue Jays win, then the World Series, I believe, is scheduled to start Saturday evening. So late in October. They need to finish the World Series up in September. I mean, end of September. You know, baseball needs to start the 1st of April and be gone in September, be in. It's football time. It's football time. And you know what it is? It's Tennessee, Alabama week. And that's going to be 3:30 on Saturday as that rivalry once again will be renewed this year. And since Tennessee is traveling to Tuscaloosa to face the Alabama Crimson Tide, the band, the Tennessee band, will be in Chattanooga, which I think this is a pretty good tradition. They will be in Chattanooga tomorrow at Miller Plaza. And it's a free concert. They'll be there at noon. They get you all hyped up, play the fight song. Of course, they're going to play Rocky Top, 10, 15, 434 times. And then they travel down to Tuscaloosa. And just like when Alabama goes to Tennessee to play, then the Alabama band comes and stops in Chattanooga and does the same thing. So that's pretty good. It's going to be a nice day tomorrow on Friday. So get out and listen to the Tennessee Vol band. And that's free at Miller Plaza tomorrow. Of course, our mocks are on the road at Walford. And don't forget, we are the official NASCAR radio station here at Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, and it is at Talladega. Oh, yeah, the infield at Talladega. That's better than any Playboy issue you would ever need is the infield at Talladega. But also, this is a huge race because after this race, they're going to go from 12 down to 8. So it's a very vital race. You're going to see the guys in the top 12 are going to be racing their cans off because they need to make that cutoff right there. All right, all over the news today is Clinton. She is testifying. We're going to get into that just a little bit next time in the next segment, kind of go through that. And just, you know, I want to give you a little history on that too, kind of where this started, what happened. A lot of people don't even, you know, what it was 2 years ago. They don't even know what happened. And then what she said and the administration said after that. I mean, it's one of those Clinton things. You know, it is a Clinton thing. And if you remember, you know, she said that all of this was caused by a video. Remember, there was some video. Of course, you know, the internet in Libya, especially in Benghazi, is awesome. I mean, we think we have good internet here. Their internet is amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. And so, you know, she had that. And I mean, everyone over there had that. And they're watching this video and they're getting all riled up. They just happen to have RPGs and machine guns. And they happen to maybe coordinate themselves. And that's why they attacked. You remember that? I mean, she said that. She said that when the caskets come home. She blamed it on a video. And it corresponds. I think this was pretty good. It corresponds that today is National Nut Day. Now, I'm sure they mean like peanuts and walnuts. But I'm going to say with her testifying, I think it takes a whole new meaning. Today is National Nut Day. And what do we have? We have the national nut, the one and only national nut. Hillary Clinton is testifying.
A woman with no memory wakes up to find her entire body covered in tattoos. It's Blind Spot.
Good morning, honey. What the heck?
What is it, Dolores? Hillary?
It's my body. I'm all covered with tattoos.
Look at this one. It says slip some nair into Donald Trump's Make America Great Again baseball cap. And this one, it says fake a picture of Bernie Sanders playing Monopoly.
And look at this tattoo on my thigh.
Ugh, do I have to?
Bill.
Okay, my little cuttlefish. It says make a Carly Fiorina voodoo doll.
Don't you see what this is? It's a roadmap to the White House. This is how I'm going to get elected. Are there any tattoos on my back?
Below the one that says wide load.
Bill.
Okay. It says accidentally called Ben Carson Dr. Huxtable. Brilliant.
Who would have done this? Who would have covered me in tattoos?
Banksy?
Wait a minute. These are temporary tattoos. They rub right off. That way, no one can trace them back to me. I can just delete them.
Like your emails.
Bill!
Hot News, Talk Radio, AM 1240. We bring you the latest news. Whether it's scrubbed emails or her temporary tattoos, Hillary Rodham Clinton is in the spotlight.
After some patchy morning fog, spent lots of sunshine and warmer weather for your Thursday. Highs into the upper 70s. Tonight, fair lows 48 to 51. For Friday, mostly sunny, continued warm highs upper 70s with some clouds still dry on Saturday near 76. Check out Glass Farm Nursery now with a new shipment of pansies and violas, still only $12.99 a flat, as well as a huge selection of mums at Glass Farm Nursery, Highway 11, 4 miles south of Trenton. And I'm WDEF News 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr on AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Costa, host of the Costa Report, every Sunday at 9 a.m. Did you know that a quarter of the world's population will experience mental illness? My guest this week is former Congressman Patrick Kennedy, who says the United Nations must make mental illness a priority. Find out why this Sunday at 9 a.m. on the Costa Report, right here on AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Here you are, working to keep your customers happy and to manage your cash flow. IRS problems are the last thing you need, but here they are, flapping about you like vultures. Get help from Eric Pelton and his team of accountants at E.J. Pelton Company. Audits, letters, proposed return changes, 1099s, penalty threats. Pelton Tax Resolution Services brings peace of mind and helps you keep more of what you've earned. EJPelton.com. Offices on Brainerd Road and in Soddy Daisy, just north of the Bilo. That's E.J. Pelton. Call 622-3156. Think ahead, 622-3156.
Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's got third. He's going for second. Earnhardt going for the lead.
The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is on the Motor Racing Network.
Hot News Talk 1240.
Hear it live on the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Check it out live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station.
Hot News Talk 1240.
Are you tired of working in corporate America, or have you recently lost your job and would like to consider owning your own business? If you are, please call me, as I can help you look at franchises or business opportunities that fit you, the economy that we're in, and the type of businesses that are right in the greater Chattanooga area. After I help my clients find the right opportunity, I also help them find the best way to finance the business, including paying yourself through the startup phase. If you would like to learn more about opportunities that may be right for you, please call me for a free assessment. My name is Bruce Krebs at the Entrepreneur Source. Phone number is 423-875-5621.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
If you have the DTs, the shits, because your phone is on the fritz, you have nomophobia. You need help. Your telecom doctor is in. Cell Surgeon at Northgate Mall. Cell Surgeon yanks open the ribcage of your phone, pries out the dead heart, and puts in the beating life that you lead on your cell phone. Broken screen, phone not charging, water damage, battery given out? Cell Surgeon at Northgate Mall next Old Chicago Pizza. Check us out on Facebook. Open Sunday. Cell Surgeon. We bring your phone back to life. Mention Hot News Talk Radio and get 10% off.
This is America Now with Meghan McCain.
Al Gore running is crazy. You're flying around in your private jet all over the world, and you want average Americans to care about the environment. Don't you think you should be doing your part as well?
Meghan McCain, weekdays at 7 p.m.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Ooh, baby, it's the Mr. Judd Show.
Yes, it is. Those darn Clintons. She's all over. You know, and they're not saying presidential candidate now. They're saying she's former Secretary of State. So when she's doing something bad like this and getting roasted, she's no longer a presidential candidate. I love that. I love how the news works. Watching news last night on it, and they don't want her to ask about they don't want anybody to ask her about the videos, which I think is a very important part of that. Hey, this segment of the Mr. Judd Show here on Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. You know, you could be listening to us on the TuneIn app. That's the way I listen to us most of the time. Simple. You have a smartphone, you download it, type in Hot News Talk Radio 1240. Then a lot of times if I'm hanging out at home, I want to hear texts in the afternoon. You know, his show's from 6 to 7. I'll listen to us at hotnewstalkradio.com. This segment of the Mr. Judd Show is brought to you by Choo Choo Barbecue of Hickson. Boy, I tell you what, that's one of those places that you automatically have to turn into, because as you drive by, it just smells so good. Even if you're not hungry, you're going to go in there and just whiff. Oh, it smells good. I tell you what, they have great barbecue. They even have lunch specials every day, and that changes every day. So you need to go in there. You can check them out on their website. It's Hickson Choo Choo Barbecue. That's HicksonChooChooBBQ.com. Give them a call. They have catering. They'll do catering. I mean, if you just go in, of course you can go in and eat. And it's really nicely decorated, and you walk in and visually it looks good. Smells great. And then when you put that first piece of barbecue in your mouth, oh, Lord, have mercy. You can't wait to dig in and get all that. So give them a call. They're at 423-843-9554, 423-843-9554. And they're located on Hickson Pike. And it's as you go down Hickson Pike, like you're going, to Middle Valley. Right past, everybody says the old Food Line or whatever that is, Sonic and all that. Boom. You'll see them right there. Brand new facility. Go in and tell them howdy, and you want to try some of their award-winning barbecue. All right. This is from WRCB TV. I probably don't need to be singing on the air. Russell's already gotten on to me about that. Hey, the kid has, it looks like, on October the 30th, the Kid Digital Drive, which is after me, does a great tech show. You want to listen to it. It's from noon to 1, and the kid does that. And he went from the kid, and now he's the adolescent. Well, the adolescent is now graduating, and as of November the 2nd, he will be the young adult. Now, I'm anxious to see how long he stays there. It's a big step for him. I mean, big responsibility. And responsibilities, man, that's a heavy responsibility. That's what he said. So, he's going to be a young adult. So we're looking forward to that. So a lot of stuff going on here on November the 2nd, Monday, November the 2nd. If I were you, I would get up early that morning. I'd get up about 6:30. I'd turn it on AM 1240, and I wouldn't turn it off all day. You've heard David Tulis already rocking the mic. Little preview, no telling what he's going to do. Got this new morning show is going to blow your pants off. As you get up, you put your pants on, boom, they're blown off. That's exactly what's going to happen. Digital Drive has the young adult now. I mean, it's just, and then you got Clutch, all that. I mean, it's going to be great. Okay. Tennessee Valley Authority has received an operating license for its Watts Bar Unit 2 nuclear reactor, according to the TVA. This is the first one that the federal government has issued in 19 years. So congratulations, Watts Bar, which is right up the river from us. Not too far, about 60 miles if you're driving up there. Which I think, if you're worried about climate change and what all bad things we do, you would think all these climate change people would be celebrating this and all over this. But it's just a little news blurb. Just boggles my mind. I mean, if you're so worried about the planet and not controlling people through climate change, but really climate change, then you would think that this would be big, big news. But have you heard it anywhere? Nope. No, not at all. Hey, my next segment, you want to hear this because news director Russell Stroud he stayed up all night. I mean, he was literally here at the radio station all night And he had to go through all these channels, but we finally have an apology for the scandal at Volkswagen. And we're going to have that next segment. And I tell you what, I've heard it, and it is a heartfelt apology, and you are going to be touched by this. You, David, even David Tulis' listeners will be touched by this. Okay, so it looks like we're finally going to have a Speaker of the House. It says House Conservatives, this is from Newsmax.com. House Conservatives back Paul Ryan for Speaker. The hard line House Freedom Caucus, the hard line. You know what? I also like to say that about the communists too. They were hardline communists. So now that's just a little reference. Said Wednesday it is supporting Representative Paul Ryan for Speaker of the House, all but guarantee he'll get the job. He acted like he didn't want it. Now he wants it. It says the group of around 36 rebellious conservatives. So now they're hardline. They're rebellious. Let's use all these adjectives. Each government, you got to build a coalition. Even in your own party, you're going to have different people think different ways. But they're going to point this out. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have Paul Ryan, and I'm not his biggest fan. He's a, big guy when it comes to immigration. He just wants to, just make everybody a citizen right now. That'd be the easiest way to do it. We don't want to do the hard stuff. No, we don't. But at least maybe this will get off of the headlines that the Republicans are not getting along and all of that. And we'll see what happens with him, and we'll see if he's going to be a good speaker or not. I'm kind of looking forward to that and seeing exactly what happens. Is he going to be able to lead? Is he going to be able to do something that Boehner would not do? And that is stand up to Barack Hussein Obama, our Muslim in chief, community organizer in chief. I'm sorry. Will they be able to stand up to him? The Senate spine is like one of those old wet noodles, that you leave in the refrigerator. You forget about, you make noodles, you put them in the back of the refrigerator and you find them 2 or 3 weeks later and they're kind of green and slimy and they have no spine. That's the Senate when it comes to Barack Hussein Obama. So we'll see. Will Paul Ryan be able to stand firm for the American people? I guess it depends what his lobbyists tell him. You're listening to the Mr. Judd Show. This is Hot News Talk Radio. When we come back, we're going to have that exclusive apology from Volkswagen. No one else has it. Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240 does.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
After some patchy morning fog, spent lots of sunshine and warmer weather for your Thursday. Highs into the upper 70s. Tonight, fair lows 48 to 51. For Friday, mostly sunny, continued warm highs upper 70s with some clouds still dry on Saturday near 76. Check out Glass Farm Nursery now with a new shipment of pansies and violas, still only $12.99 a flat, as well as a huge selection of mums at Glass Farm Nursery, Highway 11, 4 miles south of Trenton. And I'm WDEF News 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Are you tired of feeling like just another account number to your financial advisor? Try something refreshingly different. Call Edward Jones Financial Advisor Patrick Neal in Hickson at 870-7894. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Compass Media Network's coverage of the NFL. Hi, this is Jerry Recco. Join Kevin Ray, Danny White, and myself for all the action.
Hot News Talk 1240.
If it's the NFL, it's right here.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
Hot News Talk 1240.
Social media, we're on that. Hot News Talk Radio on Facebook, at Hot News Talk Radio on Twitter. Download the TuneIn app and follow us anywhere at any time. AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
Hot News Talk 1240.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Ooh, baby, it's the Mr. Judd Show.
It might be today. It just might be today. It's that kind of day.
Take it all. Take it all now.
Okay. You asked so nicely with that sweet voice.
Nothing takes it off like.
The Mr. Judd Show. That's who takes it off best. The one and only. Here on Hot News Talk Radio. You know, we're the hottest, the newsiest, the talkingest radio station in town, and I dare anybody from any part of this city to come challenge us on that. We're AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio. Be sure and go to Facebook. You know, we've got a nice Facebook, actually, Keon Rose of Clutch, the sports dude. Man, he had a great interview yesterday. That guy was very knowledgeable yesterday. I think he's got another one set up today where he's going to be talking about some college football. It's Tennessee, Alabama week. So that's exactly, he's all over this, He is our great sports guy, and he does our Facebook page. Say you missed some things on the David Tulis show, what he talked about in some of his articles, but they're there. They are there right now. Whatever, you know, some of the articles that I've covered on my show will be there after my show. So our Facebook page, go and like us. You need to check back, you know, be interactive there with Keon. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Hot News Talk Radio too. Make sure you read our tweets. The little Pakistani guy that we have over in Squatchy Valley does a wonderful job. I mean, short, fat, and ugly, but he can tweet. Man, he can tweet. And so we've got some great tweets that come out, and a lot of followers too. So if you're an advertiser out there, one of the things we can do for you is not only get you out to our broad listening, our thousands upon thousands upon thousands of listeners at AM 1240 or even on hotnewstalkradio.com, but we will tweet you out. We'll tweet out, you know, what you're going to, you have a special, like, you know, Choo Choo Barbecue may have a special. So we'll tweet that out for you. So if you're looking to expand your horizon, to be part of our social media, to be part of our AM media, just to be part of the aura that surrounds Mr. Judd, you can call me at 423-521-0284. That's 423-521-0284. And you know what I'll do? I'll sit down with you, learn a little bit about your business, and you and I together will form the best marketing plan that's for you. So give us a call here at Hot News Talk Radio, and we can help you with that. This portion of the show is brought to you by JJS Real Estate. Maybe it's time to move. Maybe you need to move quickly. You've been transferred. Maybe you're just sick and tired of your house and you want to go. Well, that is exactly what JJS Real Estate can do for you. Maybe you're looking for a house. Your credit's kind of dinged up. Maybe you don't have a big down payment. He can help you with that too. So give him a call, 423-618-3980, 423-618-3980. And JJS will help you. Maybe you need some repairs on your house. They do that. I mean, they cover it all. If it has to do in the world of real estate, they're going to cover it. It's that simple. That's simple. Don't forget, this is Tennessee, Alabama week. If you're a Tennessee fan, this is one of the biggest weeks of your life. If you're an Alabama fan, it's just another game. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But this is a big week. They play 3:30 on Saturday, and the Tennessee band will be here tomorrow at noon. And as always, they're going to give that free concert that they do, and be at Miller Plaza. So that's noon tomorrow. Brother Joe, Uncle Joe, whatever kind of Joe, working class Joe will not run. There will be no Joes running for president. Joe says no. What does this do for Hillary? Well, I know the media is finally glad that there's been a decision made. After months of torturous indecision. Who did he torture? The media? I wasn't tortured. I feel pretty good. Vice President Joe Biden said Wednesday he will not run as a candidate in the 2016 White House campaign. This should solidify Hillary Rodham Clinton's status as the Democratic front runner. Now, he kind of left it open, too, because if she slips up today at the hearing, or more emails come out, or all of a sudden the FBI really gets involved, then, Joe will probably step in. I would think Joe would step in. I mean, he could be that white knight on the horse to ride in and save the Democrats. Plus, he could help, solidify the legacy of Barack Hussein Obama, our Muslim in chief. This is from WRCB, and I saw it on one newscast last night. Just a little blurb. It says Toyota recalls 6.5 million cars due to power window problems. Well, that's a lot of cars. That's more than VW. And this is worldwide. I mean, we talked about the pollution that VW was going to, people are dying. They're riding around their cars and they're dying. Think about if you can't get your power window down. Think about if someone's flagellant in there and you can't get the window down. Maybe maybe you're riding with your brother-in-law and he's got a body odor thing. Think about the damage to the environment that this could do. Is Toyota environmentally friendly? Do they believe in climate change? They must not. If they're going to allow you to suffer inside your vehicle, suffer this environmental catastrophe, they could be inside your vehicle. Toyota doesn't care. At least we're going to get an apology on this show here in just a minute. On Hot News Talk Radio 1240, you're going to hear the official Volkswagen apology. But does Toyota care? No, they don't. What are they going to do? You're going to ride around in a hot car. How about if your air conditioning goes out? You're just riding around a hot car, sweaty. Now, your brother-in-law, who was really stinking before, he starts sweating. Lord have mercy. Or maybe you're riding around with some Italian dude and he's just eating like 14 cloves of garlic. Because they'll do that. They eat them like onions. They'll just grab some garlic and start eating them like onions. Now, how are you going to survive inside your Toyota? And then Mazda's doing a recall, and I find this funny. It was on the CBS News. We're the only station that has CBS and Fox News. You realize that, right? And that's why we can get things like, we got that exclusive talking about the Clintons. If you missed that in the first segment of my show, you really need to go to YouTube, type in Hot News Talk Radio. You should be watching us live, too. I forget how many viewers. I can't see right now how many viewers we have. It's usually in the thousands. But go ahead and look and see what that was about. That was very poignant and to the point for the Clintons. And now you're going to want to listen to this. And you may want to, you send your family and friends to our, Hot News YouTube page. But Mazda, CBS News, and that Mazda is recalling cars from the 1990s. Now I'm thinking, first of all, Mazda makes an okay product, but I'm guessing that most of those are not in service anymore. I'm just guessing. I don't know because it's a Mazda. If it was a Chrysler, it wouldn't be. I know I said these things out loud. Stop, Russell. Oh, calm down, Russell. Man, he's a big Mazda guy. He loves Mazda. News director, Russell. He drives a new one about every 6 months. He's got some deal with the dealership here. So, but I know you'll still get your deal. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now let's get to VW. VW to investigate another engine type for the cheat device. Man, they're cheaters. That's why they sell so many cars. They're cheaters. And then what they're doing to the environment? Absolutely nothing. But other than that, okay, Volkswagen says it is looking to, and this is from the BBC.com, so you know it's got to be good. Okay. I don't know what accent. I probably shouldn't do accents, impressions, or singing. I'll put that on my list. Well, that list is growing. Volkswagen says it's looking into more of its diesel engines to see whether they are contained software used to manipulate emissions test data. They don't care about the environment. Should the engines contain the so-called defeat device, this would substantially widen the number of vehicles effective. I will say this. The CEO of Volkswagen has come out and we've got his official apology. Okay? And we're going to play that right now. And it's heartfelt and it's going to touch you. And you're going to see that Volkswagen cares about Chattanooga, cares about the United States, and cares about the world. VW is a class act.
And now, an apology from Volkswagen Motors.
Guten Tag. Wir sind meine Apologizen, Zweigen des Autos. Warten der Engines with the smoke, weil den sie zoomen down the Autobahnen, just like sie all uns. Und immer gepromise, das Response, wenn people sie doch sich sneaky emission testen scammen, bin open the door geboten, reiten on die Kiste. Oben Dose dat done it, Mache now mit der Barrenwand Trappen, bin der Climben over das Mountain Jubertje. Und allen Essen wirken sie Volkswagen, über gepromised die super good quality Platzen mit der clean Motorwerken gehaben. Unser gepromised. Danke. Ui, das Blacken schmucken.
Only on Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, do you hear the official apology from Volkswagen. I'd like to thank them for that.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
After some patchy morning fogs, got lots of sunshine and warmer weather for your Thursday. Highs into the upper 70s. Tonight, fair lows 48 to 51. For Friday, mostly sunny, continued warm highs upper 70s with some clouds still dry on Saturday near 76. Check out Glass Farm Nursery now with a new shipment of pansies and violas, still only $12.99 a flat, as well as a huge selection of mums at Glass Farm Nursery, Highway 11, 4 miles south of Trenton. And I'm WDEF News 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
You want more business. You want to increase your bottom line. You want to spend less on advertising, imaging your business, and general expenses. You need Trade Bank. Trade Bank of Chattanooga. Trade Bank. Call now to get access to nearly 400 local businesses. Trade Bank. Call 877-2202. 877-2202. Trade Bank. You want to increase your cash flow, your competitive edge, attract new customers, and build a loyal customer base. You need Trade Bank of Chattanooga. Call right now. 877-2202. When you join Trade Bank, you'll get the benefit of free advertising in our monthly magazine, tradebank.com, emails, and mailouts. Join Trade Bank now and receive your Trade Bank debit card with trade credits to spend any way you want with our wide variety of Trade Bank partners. For almost 30 years, Trade Bank has been your voice for small business, a member of the American Bankers Association, and in good standing with you. Trade Bank of Chattanooga. Call now for a free consultation, 877-2202. That's 877-2202. Trade Bank of Chattanooga.
Tired of insurance companies? Tired of doctors that won't spend time with you? Do something different. Leave the sick care model of medicine and come to Dr. Danielle Mitchell, the Chattanooga Sports Institute and Center for Health, where we're interested in long-term health solutions, not the quick fixes. Come see me, Dr. Danielle Mitchell, at the Chattanooga Sports Institute and Center for Health. I'm all about the long-term healthcare solutions and doing what's best. On the web, you can find me at ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. That's ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. Or call us at 875-1005, 875-1005, or find us on social media, Facebook, Dr. Danielle Mitchell, or the ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. Let's go, ya!
The Fed raising rates, China's economy in trouble. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Patrick Neal. At Edward Jones, we provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Stop by my office next to the Target Shopping Center in Hickson, or call me at 423-870-7894. That's Patrick Neal at 870-7894. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Social media, we're on that. Hot News Talk Radio on Facebook, at Hot News Talk Radio on Twitter. Download the TuneIn app and follow us anywhere at any time. AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Ooh, baby, it's the Mr. Judd Show.
Thank you, Volkswagen, for that heartfelt apology. They care about Chattanooga, they care about the United States, and they care about the world. And I think you heard it in that apology. You're listening to Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. This is the Mr. Judd Show. I'm sure you're either listening to us on your AM radio at 1240 or maybe on hotnewstalkradio.com or like I do most of the time on the app, the TuneIn app. You just type in Hot News Talk Radio and listen to us there. But I hope that you go to Facebook at Hot News Talk Radio and like us. And here's why. Because every week on Clutch, which is our sports show, let me rephrase that. Clutch, the sports show. We have the one and only Keon Rose, all the way from San Antonio, Texas. Keon Rose, sports dude and aficionado. But I go on his show, and when I go on his show, I mean, people, the ratings go crazy. I don't have to brag on myself, even though I do all the time. But we did our picks yesterday. Of course, we did Tennessee-Alabama game, which is this weekend. We did the Arkansas-Auburn game. We did the Texas KSU game, and we covered them all. And if you want to see those picks, in case you missed the show yesterday, go to facebook.com and type in Hot News Talk Radio, and they're all there. Keon does a wonderful job. He makes sure they're all there. He shows who's picking what. If you want to make lots of money, buy a new car come Monday, take my picks. If you want to lose a lot of money and be borrowing money just to survive next week, you take Keon's picks. That's the way that is. This portion of the show is brought to you by Choo Choo Barbecue of Hickson. It's already almost lunchtime, and just talking about Choo Choo Barbecue Hickson, I'm already hungry. They do catering. They have a great restaurant there at 6410 Hickson Pike, which is just past Hickson Pike. If you go where the old food line is, right there past the, in the Valley Brook area of Hickson Pike. Man, it's delicious. 423-843-9554. 423-843-9554. Call ahead. I mean, they've got a great menu. It's a huge menu. Their barbecue is out of this world, but they also have like a meat and two every day. So you may want to go in. Maybe you had barbecue there yesterday, but you want to go back in and get their meat and two. It's just delicious. Choo Choo Barbecue of Hickson. You could visit them on the internet at www.hicksonchoochoobbq.com. That's hicksonchoochoobbq.com. So go in there and tell those fellas, say, howdy. We heard you on Hot News Talk Radio. Don't forget the Mox Play. They're on the road this weekend at Walford. And, of course, we will have every lap of every race. We are the official NASCAR station here at Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. It's at Talladega, and this is the big one. It starts Sunday at 2. So go ahead and put it on your radio and just start listening all the way down, Sunday at 2. This is a big one because after this, they're going to go from 12 in the chase to 8 in the chase. So this is a pretty big race. It's getting excited in the world of NASCAR land. World Series should be set maybe tonight. If not tonight, I think it'd be on Friday night, and we can start the World Series. I think it's either Saturday or Sunday. Of course, tomorrow I'll have your whole lineup of what's going on in the the SEC college football world and the high school football world. This is breaking news. This is something very, very important. Domino's DXP car, the mobile pizza oven of the future. Finally, some car technology that's worth a darn. If you're one of the biggest pizza chains in the world, why shouldn't you have a custom vehicle just for delivering pies? That's a question Domino's apparently asked itself. I wonder if they said, should we have no, they probably didn't. Before modifying, that's a question Domino's asked themselves before modifying a Chevy Spark. I don't even know what that is. Never seen that. It looks a little bit. It looks like maybe it's a Matchbox car. Into the DXP, a laser-focused pizza delivery system. Uh-oh. That sounds like a drone. You better watch out, Domino's. You'll be part of that evil drone empire that's going to take over the world. The vehicle can hold up to 80 pizzas. Now, that's rocking. That's a party if you're getting 80 pizzas. I want to be part of that party. Man, if it can hold a keg and 80 pizzas, I'm there. I'm all over that. And that's in its back, has been converted into a warming oven, kept perpetually at 140 degrees. Instead of useless passenger seats. I know they are, especially if you're back. If you're the passenger, those things are useless. There's a special section for napkins, dipping sauces, 2-liter bottles of soda, and other essentials. Where's the keg? Needs a keg cooler. It is dark at delivery time. What does the DXP do? It projects a Domino's decal onto the ground so the driver can see where or she is stopping. So that's pretty cool. So it's got this logo that it's projecting on the ground. It's carrying hot pizzas. You think carjackings are not going to go up on this? I didn't say shh. The vehicle was designed by Local Motors after asking customers what they thought was the most important thing. 100 of these are being built and distributed for now, with 97 on the road across the nation at the time of this article. It's pretty cool. I mean, it looks pretty cool, you know, and I wonder why it's taken this long, because pizza delivery services really haven't changed. And, you know, and I tell you what, if I'm an Uber driver, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, what can make my Uber experience better for my passengers? Maybe you have some chilled wine for them or bottled water. You know, I don't know if you'd want to put a pizza oven back there. That might get annoying for them, but you know, you could add a little something to their Uber experience and take. I mean, if you can do this, if you can make this car is it's a pizza place driving around. I want to know, that's a pretty good Domino's location that they're sending out 80 pizzas at a time. I like that. So there you go. It's from the future. Let's just say this is from the future, but it's actually happening now. I wonder how long until Chattanooga gets the first DXP, a laser-focused pizza delivery system from Domino's. Well, between Domino's and Choo Choo Barbecue, I'm about to starve right now. Okay, this is from the UPI. Israeli Cafe offers discounts for Jews and Arabs who sit together. I mean, you know, all the problems going on in the Middle East. You got a bunch of stabbings going on. I mean, it's just all hell's breaking loose, you know, between the Israelis and everybody else that's over there. But it says a hummus cafe in Israel is seeking to foster an understanding amid a series of violent incidents by offering a discount for Jews and Arabs who sit together. A hummus cafe. That's something I don't think we'll see in Chattanooga anytime soon. I think we're going to see the Domino's delivery pizza oven before we see this. But one good thing about it, you should cut down on stabbings, because I don't think you really need a knife for the hummus. You know, you can use a spoon and maybe popping each other in the head with the spoons or something, but at least they're not stabbing each other. And I mean, how much, I mean, that's a lot of hummus to be served. You got a whole cafe dedicated to hummus. They love their hummus in the Middle East, though. And I like hummus, but I don't know if I would go to a dedicated cafe. But anyway, maybe this will work. Maybe the hummus bar, after all of the negotiations between the Palestinians and the Israelis, between the United States getting involved all the way back to Carter, maybe the hummus bar, this hummus cafe, will be what brings peace in the Middle East. Hummus, that peaceful food. And then, you know, if this works, then this guy can go out and franchise it. And what a great slogan he'll have. I mean, that's a great slogan. Not only do we bring hummus to your table, we bring peace to the Middle East. It's not bad, is it? Not bad at all. And they get a discount. That's nice of it. I like that. Okay. We got tomorrow's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I mean, tomorrow is Friday. We've got some great things planned for Friday. Got a whole stack of things that we never even got to. I'm going to hopefully get you some more information on the FAA and the drone thing, which if you follow me on Twitter and on Facebook, I went ahead and put some stuff out there, but we're going to kind of go through that article and see exactly how in the world are they going to register these things. I don't think they know. I think they stepped up and strided up and said, hey, we're going to make everybody register their drones. Thank you. Goodbye. See you later. Thinking that would solve a lot of things. That's not going to solve anything. In fact, it seems to me that whenever the government gets involved, it does not solve anything. Isn't that odd? Isn't that odd? What has the government solved? Let's say they've solved. No, they haven't solved that. And they've solved. Oh, I've got one. They hadn't solved that either. Well, okay. But you know what the good thing is? Sometimes they get involved and really muck it up good, and the private sector can come in and solve it. Hey, isn't that a novel idea? You're listening to Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. After me is the Digital Drive. Today, he's the adolescent. Tomorrow, he's going to be the adolescent. But come November the 2nd, he's going to be the young adult. So watch out. The Digital Drive right after me. I tell you what, you're going to go to Choo Choo Barbecue for lunch, but you know where you're going to get your brain fed? You're going to get your brain fed at the Digital Drive. He takes technology and puts it into everyday use and how it could or could not affect you. Who else does that? No one. You listen to Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. After him, Clutch with Keon Rose, the first and only sports show at that time of day, local sports show. Then, of course, we have Sean Hannity, and he's from 2 to 3. I'm sorry, from 3 to 5. Live at 5, all your local news from 5 to 6, and the one and only Cowboy Up with Tex from 6 to 7.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
After some patchy morning fogs, got lots of sunshine and warmer weather for your Thursday. Highs into the upper 70s. Tonight, fair lows 48 to 51. For Friday, mostly sunny, continued warm highs upper 70s with some clouds still dry on Saturday near 76. Check out Glass Farm Nursery now with a new shipment of pansies and violas. Still only $12.99.